I know you mentioned a truck. I wanted to talk to you about how it works because you were asking about what parameters should you follow when looking at the inventory. Trucks are a little tricky because the four-door 4x4s typically produce higher payments if the credit's below 600. And so when you start looking at $15,000 trucks, what happens is the banks on a higher risk tier, they're going to cut the term. It's going to be a shorter term, and a lot of times trucks will produce a payment that's out of whack with the income. Now you do have a pretty strong income. So at $5,000, the bank will say to me, don't let his payment go over $600. So typically that's about where the four-door 4x4s they start at. When I'm delivering the four-door 4x4s, the payments, they're, $550 maybe for an extended cab four-door, or extended cab 4x4. But when you get into the four full doors, they get up to $600, $650 a month. Regular cab two-wheel drive trucks, they can go a little lower on the payment. Obviously, whatever you can get away with, can produce you a better payment. But when you start looking at higher, priced trucks, because those trucks start at like 40 grand, brand new, some of them, but they produce higher payments. Find that when you're looking at the trucks and the miles and the price, that you may be more open-minded to an SUV. I want people to know, if you want to be at $350 a month on a loan, we need to look at like four-door cars usually, or small SUVs, something about $12,000 with 70,000 miles or less. But the trucks, the miles are going to be whack. They're going to be high. So that's my point. You're going to find 120, 150,000 mile trucks already at $15,000, starting at $16,000, $18,000. So subprime, the market of prime and subprime are two different worlds. Customers that need extra attention, so to speak, I call it situational financing. But I grew up at a dealer in Chicago, right on Cicero Avenue. If you're familiar with the area, Chicago and Cicero Avenue, is not the best in neighborhoods, right? So anyways, all the managers had baseball bats underneath their desks. When you don't know any better, that's, normal.